My name is Rita Webster, and I was born and raised here in beautiful Victoria.
Okay.
At first, I was taking care of my foster mother, Monica Oldham, and she had, I took care of her for several years. She was in her mid-90s, and she had fallen and broken her hip. So when her son got a hold of the house, he had kicked me out. And I had plans on getting a place out in Langford, a beautiful condo. But because I have a pit bull, they denied me. The strata said no pit bulls allowed. So I was unable to get that home. So all in that 10-day period, I had to deal with my mother passing and losing my home at the same time. So I ended up homeless.
When did that happen?
That was in August of 2017. So it's been 3 years now. But getting a house with a pit bull dog has been very, very terribly hard. And I only receive $760 a month. So trying to get a house or even a room is absolutely impossible with the money that you're receiving.
Okay, so $760 and then plus the $375.
That's
so,
including the $375.
But if you don't have a place, you don't get that $375, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so right now you're living on
very little.
$760 minus $375.
That's correct.
Yeah. In comparison to Central Park, has this community been better or worse for you?
This has been much better. More ways of getting help and resources. There's been more ideas and definitely a lot more help. It's been much safer. It's everyone's so friendly. We've made this a community now. We're so much closer in living, and it's been absolutely great, really.
And what do you think about the mayor and David Eby's plan to offer shelter to everybody by March 31st?
I'm really hoping that'll happen. I'm not going to hold my breath, but that would be really great. A lot of us are really looking for that stabilization. It would be just so wonderful.
If you were offered a spot in the arena, would you take it?
I'm unable to because I have a dog, as far as I know.
Yeah, what happens with that? Do you know other people with pit bulls that have been housed in?
They have been housed in some of the motels, yes.
So hopefully something like that can happen.
Hopefully, yeah.
Blue sky. If you could be doing anything, you're sort of like your dream life, what would that look like?
I'd be working either in a nursing home or in-home nursing for elderly. That's been my goal for years. I took care of my foster mother for many, many years, so I'm already sort of ahead of the game, and I'd really like to get some more schooling for that. That'd be wonderful.
Well, that doesn't sound like it would be too hard.
No, I would love to do that, yeah. I looked into it when I was in Ottawa, and it was fairly expensive. I didn't have any cash at the time or any monies coming in, so it was difficult to get schooling for it. But it's fairly easy schooling. They said instead of the 9-month course, I'd only be taking the 3-month course because of the previous help that I've already done. I've already been involved in it for many years, so that would make it so much easier for myself.
Okay. And you were telling me that you were involved in a documentary about homelessness.
That's correct.
Can you talk to me about that?
It's called Hide and Go Homeless. Roderick Taylor was the director, producer. I did a lot of interviewing, and I was sort of the main idea for that documentary, and it's wonderful. Reverend Al is in it, and it really shows a lot more of what Victoria was like. Well, this is back 2004, so this goes back several years. So back then we were still having quite the problem, and it was just starting to get really bad.
Were you homeless at that time? Or
no, I was housed at the time. I just really wanted to do something to help out Victoria and to show that Victoria isn't just this pretty place where everyone likes to come vacation. There are issues here that need to be dealt with. There are some notices on the outside of the gate down at the far end saying that this is dangerous, do not cross, do not enter. We are not dangerous people. We are a community, and we are human beings, and we are loving, just like anybody else, whether we're housed or not. We are not dangerous, and I really prefer that sign to come down.
Where's that sign?
It's just over in the other gate in the far end on Green in Vancouver. Yeah, I'm really hoping someone would try and come by and tell the city that it does not need to be up there. We're not dangerous. We're humans just like everybody else.
It's a bad choice of words.
That's correct. It's not the sign to be putting up on a community that we're already having issues with how we are looked at already. So that did not help the situation.
Yeah, because some people complain about the fencing.
Yes.
Because it makes you feel like you're caged in.
Yeah. But then it is for security as well. So some of us feel, we're a little more secure with having that as well. So.
Because it keeps people from coming in and.
Yeah.
It would give too much access to people just walking by.
It would be more of a free-for-all at that time. I do feel a lot safer with the fencing.
The neighbors across the street, if you had a conversation with them, what would you like to say to them?
Just please understand, yes, there's a bad apple in every situation, every homelessness, and on being housed. It's there are the bad apples, but don't treat us all the same like that. We all love everybody, so it's just unfortunate there's a bad apple in the group.
And this might sound really utopic, but maybe that bad apple needs love more than anybody else.
That's correct.
It's situations where it's sort of like, a bad apple is acting out. How do you guys handle that as a community?
I think a lot of us just shrug our shoulders and, just let it run off. There's nothing much more we can do. A lot of us, feel a little depressed and upset about that because a lot of us, don't deserve that kind of treatment at all.
Are people like that asked to leave?
No. Oh, the ones that are coming over and being cruel to us? Yes, they're asked to leave immediately. That's why I like the security, because us as a community, we have to deal with it inside. At least we have some safeness there.
If there was one sentence that you could just say to the world, what would it be?
Please be kind to one another.
Anything else you'd like to say before we wrap it up?
Nothing I can think of. But thank you very much for doing this.
I appreciate you saying that, and I hope that it does make a difference, and that people can hearing your voices is what needs to happen.
That's correct.
And that pink scarf looks excellent.
Thank you.